Hey everyone, it's Victoria, and today I'm going to give you my 5 top tips for medical coding success during a pandemic. If you're new to my channel, I'm Victoria. I am a medical coder, auditor, educator, speaker, blogger, content creator, and YouTuber. I provide tips, tricks, and tutorials to help you smash your medical coding goals just like you're gonna smash that like button. And we've got some new cool stuff coming up like interviews and reviews, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you never miss another episode. So let's get into the top things that you're going to want to hit on during this pandemic. Number 1 is making sure you catch up on all your CEUs. If you have any AAPC certification, you're going to need at least 36 CEUs every other year and more if you have multiple credentials. So now is the perfect time to catch up on those CEUs, particularly if you're one of the coders that's been furloughed due to the pause in elective surgeries. So dust off those healthcare business monthlies and get online and look around, because a lot of organizations are trying to be really helpful to coders right now and offering a lot of free CEU webinars and opportunities. In fact, I have one that is available below, and I have a whole other video on free and cheap CEU ideas that you definitely want to check out. My second tip is that because of the pandemic, a lot of AAPC meetings have moved to virtual platforms. So not only that, but because of not wanting to gather in large groups, they're moving review classes virtually as well. So be on the lookout for those chapters that are hosting virtual review classes, because those aren't just for people about to take their CPC exam. They're great for coders that just want a refresher, particularly if you've been working in a specialty for a long period of time and you don't want to lose all of that coding knowledge you have beyond that specialty. If you want to brush up on anatomy and physiology, I have a huge recommendation for you. There is a great free resource on YouTube through Crash Course for anatomy and physiology. It is fantastic, very lively. There's animations. It is in high def, so you can even watch it on your TV, and it is just so great if you need a refresher or brushing up on your A&P. Or if you just want to brush up on ICD-10, I have a great course available online, and check that out as well. It has 2.5 CEUs. My third tip is to get ready for another credential. So if you have a credential that you've been eyeing up for a long period of time, now might be the time to get that exams voucher and start studying so that when in-person exams open up, you'll be all ready. And they might be opening up online as well. The AAPC just started offering online CPC exam testing. So they're prioritizing some of the people that had already had their exams canceled. And depending on the success of how the CPC exam goes online, they'll probably be looking at moving some more credentials forward in the online testing facilities. In fact, one of the questions I was asked recently was by a viewer who said that they were getting their CPC but were interested in getting another credential at the same time, and what was my recommendation? I would suggest getting the CPB, the billing certification, because that way, if you can't get a job specifically in coding, you could get some sort of revenue cycle type job because you would have your billing certification. Or if you're interested in risk adjustment, which is a lot of ICD-10 coding, I will offer $100 off my CRC course to any of my viewers with my coupon code linked below. My fourth tip is to build on some of those office or life skills. The AAPC actually has a library of courses that they offer to all of their members on things like time management, communication skills, handling stress, dealing with conflict in the office. So as an AAPC member, you have vouchers to get those courses for free. So check that out on the AAPC website. It might also be a good time to just look at things like training in Excel. You can find some really cool tutorials right here on YouTube, or you can buy some cheap courses online. Maybe now's the time to pick up something like project management. And my fifth and final tip is to update your resume. Now is the time to get out your resume, dust off your file, make sure everything's updated. Have you got your address on there, your email address, your current credentials, any new skills you may have picked up? Was there a new EMR you've learned recently? Or maybe you want someone to professionally do your resume, in which case I would suggest Anne from Project Resume. She is fantastic. She does resumes just for coders. And And check out some tips from my friend Bertram over at Renown. He does this really cool Ask a Recruiter series that has some fantastic tips for medical coders. I hope you found this video helpful. I'm sure you've heard 100,000 times that these are unprecedented times. And personally, I'm getting tired of people just telling me to be kind to myself, because that's not fixing the fact that I am trying to wrangle my dog into frame because my kid is having a Zoom classroom meeting at the same time that I'm talking to my boss on the phone. So I hope I was able to give you something more actionable than, hey, just imagine your stress not being there. And if you're wondering what I'm doing with all of my time, I am going absolutely crazy working and making these YouTube videos. The YouTube videos are actually my creative outlet and I love making them. I saw a comment on Facebook though recently saying that there's not a lot of medical coding YouTubers because it's kind of boring. Hey, challenge accepted. It's not going to be boring as long as I'm around. So I will see you in the next video, and until then, just keep on coding on.